What if everything you thought about success and failure was completely backwards? Jesus once told a story that flipped the world's understanding of wealth and poverty upside down, revealing truths about eternity that still challenge us today. In first-century Palestine, where Jesus taught, extreme wealth and desperate poverty existed side by side. The rich lived in luxury while beggars struggled for survival at their gates. Into this context, Jesus introduced two unforgettable characters. The first man lived in absolute luxury. He wore purple robes and fine linen, the most expensive clothing money could buy. Every single day he feasted sumptuously, indulging in elaborate banquets while servants attended his every need. Though Jesus doesn't name him, tradition calls him Dives, meaning rich man. At this wealthy man's gate lay Lazarus, covered in painful sores that dogs would lick. He longed to eat even the crumbs that fell from the rich man's table, but received nothing. Lazarus represents the forgotten poor, invisible to those who could help them. Then death came to both men, and everything changed dramatically. Lazarus died and angels carried him to Abraham's side, a place of honor and comfort in the afterlife. The rich man also died and was buried but found himself in Hades, tormented in flames. Looking up, he saw Abraham far away with Lazarus beside him. In agony, the rich man cried out, "Father Abraham, have mercy and send Lazarus to dip his finger in water and cool my tongue, because I'm in anguish in this fire." Notice he still viewed Lazarus as a servant, someone to fetch water for his comfort. Abraham replied, "Child, remember that in your lifetime you received good things, while Lazarus received bad things. Now he's comforted here and you're in agony. Besides, there's a great chasm fixed between us that no one can cross." Desperate, the rich man begged Abraham to send Lazarus to warn his 5 brothers. Abraham responded, "They have Moses and the prophets. Let them listen to them." When the rich man insisted his brothers would repent if someone rose from the dead, Abraham delivered a sobering truth. If they don't listen to Moses and the prophets, they won't be convinced even if someone rises from the dead. This parable isn't primarily about wealth versus poverty, but about compassion versus indifference. The rich man's sin wasn't being wealthy, but ignoring suffering at his doorstep. He lived as if this life was all that mattered, showing no mercy to those in need. Jesus reveals that our earthly perspective often contradicts eternal reality. What we value here may mean nothing there. The question remains, are we living with eternal perspective and showing compassion to those around us?